Hello, beautiful golden ones, way showers, and our 144 key geometry family. Tonight, Shane and I want to share something with you that we discovered today that we're very excited about. We're actually working on an event for December 21st, and we stumbled upon this morning, and we just couldn't wait until the 21st or, day before that to show you this. But I want to back up a little bit and just explain to you what's been happening for us the last couple of days here. So about 2 days ago, in the morning, we were sitting here and we were both just feeling the weight of the world, like all of us are right now, and just feeling that what else can we do? And feeling very frustrated about that. So we both got, a bit angry with the universe and with Sophia, and we made some powerful declarations. We decided to tell our guides and Sophia and the universe that, if you want us to be doing anything, more profound on our mission, we need guidance, we need some tools, and we need more information. What we go about doing is taking bits and pieces or getting bits and pieces and trying to put things together and, trying to fulfill this mission. So we were a bit upset, and it was very interesting because since that happened, and things have just been like, wow, very expanded, and just lots of information, lots of symbolism, synchronistic things happening that have led us to what we were going to share with you in a minute. So I just want to back up again and tell you that last year around this time, my beloved Bentley, my dog, was ready to transition, and he actually chose December 21st, winter solstice, to exit. And he was a very, very high being. I learned so much. He was an incredible guide and teacher for me. I feel very blessed to have had him as my teacher. And, he chose to leave on the 21st. And he was definitely here on mission. He was very focused. He was very, very present. And my heart was so broken when he left. But yet I knew that he was finished with his work here, and he needed to go elsewhere. And Shane really helped me a lot because he actually did a whole reading for me on Bentley's exiting, what he had done on Earth, what he completed, and where he was going to. Well, Bentley's in the Golden Gate, and he's accompanied by the centaurs. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that after I share something else with you. He definitely is there guiding Shane and myself, and he's welcoming us. He's keeping the gate, and he has a very important role in what's happening in the Golden Gate this December 21st. So last night, as I lay in bed, I asked Bentley to come to me and to talk to me. And this morning I woke up, and Shane had told me that he was dreaming a bunch of things, but what he remembered was yellow water. And so I thought, wow, what's that? That's pretty interesting. What does that mean? So I started doing a little investigating, and as I was scrolling down on the Google search, I saw golden retrievers. And Bentley was a golden retriever, and he is definitely a golden one. And I knew that he was with us. And then just other things have happened today. We've been having some incredible, just spontaneous, auspicious connections with people in Sedona that have literally just come up to us and just start talking, and we're making these deep connections with the family. And then today I had gotten a quadruple 5, and Shane stumbled upon, when I got home after that was actually a purchase at the grocery store for $55.55, and Shane stumbled upon Shane a beautiful Revelation 5:5, which we're going to be sharing that with you tonight, because it just connects all these dots. I mean, interesting, we're looking at this picture right now, all of us, and we're seeing all these dots and they're all connected. So, Shane, could you start and just talk about what's going on? What did we find this morning?
Yeah, this is beautiful. So we're in the southwest United States at 39 degrees latitude.
So just don't mean to interrupt you, but so what we need to tell everybody is that we set the program from looking at what you see here in front of you from the basis of standing on Earth.
Yeah, we're on the Earth. We're at 39 degrees latitude, 119 degrees longitude, Earth, which is the southwest United States, and we're looking up at the sun as it will appear on the 21st of December 2016, of course, winter solstice. And we're seeing the Sagittarius constellation here. We're seeing Ophiuchus constellation right here with Saturn, and we're seeing the Scorpio constellation here. And they all three represent the Golden Gate. So I'm going kind of in a circle here. The Golden Gate is the galactic center, and at the galactic center it is not the galactic sun. It's a supermassive black hole. The center of the galaxy represents the pupil of the eye. So just wanted to make that clear. And yeah, you can see here that this is the tail of the scorpion. So venom can poison or it can heal. You have Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, holding the serpent, which can heal or poison as well. Ophiuchus is the master healer. He was trained by Chiron, the centaur, Sagittarius. And Ophiuchus became the greatest healer third dimensional consciousness has ever known. And of course we have Sagittarius, the centaur, aiming the bow at the center of the galaxy.
At the Golden Gate, basically.
Yeah, the Golden Gate, yep. Yeah, and I can click on Saturn here, and it'll show the information for Saturn over here. I can click on the star here. This particular one is Zero Ophiuchi, or Ophiuchus. And so you can click on these stars. We found Earth's double.
Right, so this morning, as you were moving your cursor around and locating different stars, what happened? Let's show everybody.
We were right down here, so we can see the Sagittarius constellation here. You click right here. There we go. So we have, you see it's showing Earth, and it's showing, where we got plus.
So what we see
here
minus
is, -39.
Right, we see
minus 39 for
35.
coordinate. And then down here we got plus 39. It's a mirror Earth, or a mirror image of Earth.
So in other words, when Shane pointed in this particular area, and up above it said Earth, we were like, well, how could that be? Because we're looking at it, right? We set the program looking at it from the perspective standing on Earth and looking up. But yet, as we're looking in the sky and we're directing the cursor, like looking around at different planets, we're pointing to a place other than where we are right now that's called Earth. And you can see it right here. So we were like, wow, what's that all about? So then on top of that, you're going to see this red dot right now passing along the sky there. Okay, space. And we were like, what's that? And so at first we counted 1. And then we counted 2, then we counted 3, and then we counted 4. So there are 4 of these red dots. We don't know what they are. We've never seen them before. And they are literally circling around the Golden Gate.
Yeah, they're actually circling a point, and the center point is actually the Cross constellation, which is the crane, the heron, or the ibis, aka Thoth, right? The Golden Gate is right here, so they are actually moving through these. These are the 4 cherubim.
So what I want to also say too is that the crane, or also the what's that called?
The heron.
The heron, right? The heron. Actually, that was my very first totem that I ever recognized, that totem. And the thing that impresses me most about that, which is pretty much the same for the crane, is about moving forward. It's about stepping forward, moving forward. So this is very symbolic that this crane is literally in the middle of the 4 dots that are going around, the 4 coordinates, okay? This is a doorway, okay? These 4 red dots that are encircling us is the doorway to the tree of life, to the city of lights, to Eden, okay? Heaven on earth is actually located here physically, okay? So earlier I was thinking, okay, so we're standing on this earth and we're looking at this other earth, you know, in the Golden Gate area. And what I was feeling was that this earth that's in the Golden Gate that we're looking at is heaven on earth. It's Eden. It's our feminine counterpart to this planet here of Earth. That this Earth has become very masculine, and that what our mission is here through our opportunity of December 21st is to connect, bridge together with our collective 144 key geometry, our way showers, our golden ones, you all golden ones, to come together, and we connect heaven on earth to 3D earth here and join them together. And then we enter through the Golden Gate and we're free. Because the Golden Gate really symbolizes freedom. On every December 21st, the earth is located in the Silver Gate, the 3D, perpetual reincarnation, perpetual doing it over and over and over again in the dense energy, in the dense vibration, dense 3D. Or every December 21st, the sun is located in the Golden Gate. Our opportunity to go through, to say and to be, to walk our talk, to accept the fact that we have the choice to either come back or to go out and explore and to be free. The Golden Gate represents freedom.
Yeah. So we'll just show, this is where, so 12/21, 2016, so this is where the earth is in the Silver Gate. And of course the Silver Gate is above the right hand of Orion, the constellation Orion. Gemini here, twins. Auriga here, the shepherd. And of course Taurus here, the bull. Okay. And go back, and then we're looking at the Golden Gate right here, which the 4 living emanations, or the 4 cherubim guarding the tree of life, the throne of heaven, the Ancient of Ancients, is just kind of going through here. So this is the Golden Gate right here.
Right. Could you go back to the Silver Gate again for a section?
Yes.
I just wanted to show something. So we have the earth right at the left toe of the Gemini twin, and literally it looks like to me that we're like the foot is stomping the earth, like almost saying like wake up, you know.
Sure.
Kind of like just shaking it a little bit and saying, okay, wake up. And the fact that we have, it's the 2 twins, I think is pretty symbolic, since we're talking about the parallel Earths, the twin,
Beautiful.
Right? Twin planet. So that's symbolic. And then could you show Virgo, please? And because I'd like to show where the moon is right now. So we just had a beautiful full moon on the 14th, I think it was the 13th, yeah. And it was the last supermoon of the year. And now the moon has been waning. And this is where it is right now, as you can see in this photograph here.
21st.
Oh, I'm sorry, on the 21st of December. right. It'll be like this. I think closer to the New Year's is when we're going to have the actual new moon. But the fact that the moon is located on December 21st while all this other stuff is happening is that it's very symbolic. First of all, the left side being the female, and then Virgo wears on her arm this band. And if you know about, the Egyptian times, or even some of the other times when there was initiations, other periods of time, many times the woman would wear a serpent metal or some sort of ornamental thing on their arm, but the serpent is a big one in the Egyptian history. And these people that had these serpents were actually women that had been going through initiations, or or priestesses. So what I'm getting here, the fact that the moon is on that area there in Virgo, is that this again is a time for initiation. And we, the golden ones, the 144 key geometry, we are the priests and priestesses to bring humanity through the golden door, the golden gate, to freedom.
Yeah. The moon represents what we must master, and it's the innermost. So the moon is our spirit. And Virgo represents the spiritual plane of Earth. So you have 3 Earth signs. You have Taurus, the mental plane of Earth. You have Virgo, the spiritual plane of Earth. And you have Capricorn, the emotional plane of Earth. We also have Jupiter here in Virgo, and Jupiter is the path, the central theme of the being, or the solar system. That's why Jupiter protects the entire solar system.
Right, and Jupiter also makes things much bigger. So the fact that it's in her left hand too, as well, is that it's at our hands, not at our feet, at our hands, to make things much bigger, to go beyond our feeling or consciousness of being limited. That Jupiter makes everything bigger, that we are limitless, that through our initiation, through all the steps here, taking on the ownership and power that we are priests and priestesses of the golden age, and that it's all right here. Did you have another one for Mars?
Well,
were you showing where Mars? Oh, you were going further in this. Sorry.
Yeah, Virgo represents the hermit, archetype number 9, and of course the hermit holds the lantern,
right,
in the left hand, and in the left hand is the lantern, and in the lantern is the star.
Right, and the star is the archetype what?
17.
Right.
But it just represents that fact that the star is within the being. And so I wanted to bring that up here with Virgo here, with the moon, our spirit, and Jupiter, our path.
And the star representing the number 17, where we're moving into 2017, exactly.
Let's see. Let's just talk about this real quick, because we are Sun Sagittarius right now, and Earth Gemini right now. So as you can see, it's 39. Of course, the first sign of the zodiac is Aries. The last sign of the zodiac is Pisces. Of course, we're in the age of Pisces. And we've done some work on Wave Ascension 39, but of course 39 is a important code. So I just want to go over that. Anything you want to say about this?
Well, other than that, the 39 is Wave Ascension, and that our findings today was Earth, that we are standing on, an Earth that we have discovered in the Golden Gate, are both of the coordinates or code 39.
And the location in Kansas that the Wizard of Oz the story of the Wizard of Oz was made or presented by the author, was 39 degrees latitude by 93 degrees longitude which is just northwest of Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Which they actually call Heartland, and that's something else we're working on, the whole
and what year
interpretation of the Wizard of Oz.
And Bram wrote the book in 1900,
mm-hmm.
and they released the movie in 1939.
Right.
39 years after he wrote the book, and of course 1939.
Right.
So there's more 39s.
Yeah. So let's go back to the original picture that we had up there. The Golden Gate, and just. Can you show the four a little bit better all together? Remember how you pull that up so that everybody can see that it's making a pretty perfect square, 4 coordinates square.
The 4 cherubim that guard the tree of life.
Right, and the City of Lights, the cube of the 14 squared. So 12 squared or 14 squared, I forget.
12 squared,
12 squared
144.
Is 144, which is the geometry of the City of Lights, right?
Yes.
Jerusalem, City of Jerusalem.
Yep. 12 times 12 is 144, and then 12 times 12 times 12 is 1728.
Right. So the shape is symbolic, and the number is symbolic, of course. And so I want to recap just everything that we've talked about, just to make it a little clear. And then Shane can add a closing to it. So what I want to show you, we'll go with that as we're going through it. Okay. We're talking about December 21st, 2016. This morning we discovered this formation here, 4 lights that it's encircling the Golden Gate, and the fact that we have. The crane, which planet can you point that out? Gross right here is
Gross is the constellation.
Right, is pretty much right in the center of the 4.
Gross represents Thoth, the ibis,
mm-hmm.
The heron, or the crane.
Right, and what I want to say, moving this, like sort of creating the story for you to all see, is that. So we have this message that we have is 4 coordinates. Archangels. We have the 4 cherubims that is encircling the tree of life here, located at the Golden Gate, which within that is parallel Earth. Okay, heaven on Earth. This is the heaven Earth here, located here, and the grouse is showing us through the heron. Is asking us to move forward, because that's the symbology of the heron, is all about moving forward. So we're at, the signs are right in front of us. They couldn't be holding our hand any tighter or closer. That they're showing us exactly where to go to, and for us to move forward as a collective, to come through here and go through the Golden Gate. The Golden Gate is the gate of freedom. And Sagittarius is pointing the arrow right within this whole golden area, this golden age. And then we want to pull that other picture of, was it Mars that you want to show?
Yeah, so let's just go over a little bit of the rest of the astrology for
mm-hmm.
Winter Solstice 2016. So we got Mars representing the divine masculine, Venus representing the divine feminine. Mars represents the will, and Venus represents the love. The divine masculine in Aries, or in Aquarius, is really speaking to the masculine energy in that it needs to release, and that it needs to outpour or let go of the ego, and the bondage of wanting to hold dominion. And then,
can I just say one other thing about what I see with Mars too, where it's located on the male, is really it's located in the sacral chakra area, and that's all about the creative center, and also about the gender, about the gender of being male. And so this being on 1221 Mars located where it is giving the opportunity and also asking the male to create, to recreate himself and to lose the ego and to ground a more balanced energy. And then the fact that Venus is over there.
Mars represents the challenge, and Aquarius represents the star. Archetype number 17, the star. So the challenge of the star is Mars, and its energy. It's the energy that we're going to need to become humanitarians.
Well, the energy for the male to recreate himself.
Yes. Oh, I agree with that too. That's his challenge. Yeah.
And then Venus represents the female over there, right?
Yeah, divine feminine. Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Beauty and love, and Capricorn is, again, the emotional plane of Earth. And Capricorn is the master of the Earth plane. Of course, the goat is on top of the peak and looking down, and the Capricorn energy has descended and ascended, so it knows both. It's met the devil, so to speak, and met the heavenly angels. So it knows both worlds very well, and it is the proverbial eye in the sky, the all-seeing eye.
Great. And can you just bring the picture up to Virgo one more time? And then to recap, here we have the moon on 1221 at Virgo's left arm, where the band of initiation is, represents on her arm there. And Jupiter at her left hand, exemplifying to make things big, is at our hands. So at our hands, we can make things much bigger and not be feeling a limited consciousness, but unlimited consciousness, and that we are priests and priestesses, and this is an initiation for us to go through, and everything is pretty much outlined for us. They're showing us every step of the way, which is what Shane and I asked for the other day for more information. Not bits and pieces. So what we're being given here tonight is something that's complete, that they've given us all the pieces to. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Sorry, we're a little tired tonight. This energy has just been so powerful, so many downloads, and like we were just talking about too, there's so much like that is in us to express, to share. But we just feel that a lot of times that this human vehicle, it's hard to get all that we have inside of us to be able to express it in a way that we can share it. I think it's also because we're more and more becoming telepathic too, that you don't even need words anymore. It's just all, transmission through feeling and yeah, so anything else that you want to say before we close?
Yeah, so we got the 4 archangels, the 4 cherubim encircling this, this large area. And right maybe at the center is, Thoth, the energy of Thoth, or the ibis, or the crane. But we have here Pavo, the peacock constellation here. We have Indus, the Indian here. We have Tucana, the cow here. We have Phoenix. Of course, everybody knows what the Phoenix means here. We have Sculptor, which is like a clay sculpture. It's what we make with our hands. It's what we make. It's our artistic expression. We got Microscopium, which is the microscope, right? So it's like looking into the inner worlds, the atomic worlds, closer and closer to discover truths. And we have the telescopium here, which is a telescope. So it's like, hey, take a look outside too, and look far and away, and there's revelation there too. So I just wanted to bring up, these constellations here. And then Corona Australis is the southern crown.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're going to end here. We have a lot more to share with you that we're working on right now that we'll be putting in our event before the 21st of December. And we love you very much, and we look forward, as always, to sharing more with you.
Yeah, thank you, and we love you.
Namaste.
Namaste.